And we start with that FA Cup semi-final between Manchester United and Liverpool. And I can tell you that for raw and unrelenting excitement, well, I don't think I've ever seen a better one. And we start in the corridor beneath the stands at Maine Road as the teams come from the dressing room. Liverpool, for the first time in their history, playing in an all-yellow strip. And Emlyn Hughes and opposing skipper Martin Buchan seem relaxed and cheerful on a day when everybody says it's the most tension-filled occasion in a footballer's life. Indeed, these are their last moments of comparative calm before they go outside, and out there they're going to find a bright and crisp day. They're also going to find a crowd of 52,000 waiting for them who have paid £160,000 to see this game. And what an atmosphere there is at Maine Road on this particular and important day. Jimmy Greenoff, who won the final for Manchester United against Liverpool 2 years ago. Can he now strike the vital blows today? Since then, of course, Liverpool have signed Kenny Dalglish. He's already proved himself a winner of cup finals, the European final. Can he now take Liverpool to Wembley again? So the Liverpool team striding ahead at the top of the First Division, a defence that's not conceded a goal in the FA Cup this season, now seeking a fabulous league and cup double, a team that virtually picks itself for manager Bob Paisley. Substitute Steve Highway, that gives you some idea of the quality of the selection. Manchester United, meanwhile, a big test for 20-year-old goalkeeper Gary Bailey, his first season in the side, but in front of him so much experience in a team that's now found impressive form over the past few weeks. And up front, Joe Jordan, preferred in the number 9 shirt to Andy Ritchie. Dave Sexton, manager of Manchester United, has already won the cup with Chelsea back in 1970. A handshake from Joe Fagan on the Liverpool bench. Nice bit of camaraderie there. And the referee today is David Richardson from Great Harwood.
So referee David Richardson from Great Harwood gets the game underway. Manchester United in their white shirts and black shorts attacking the goal to our left. And I think the feeling is that Manchester United might well go hell for leather at Liverpool to try and shake them out of their beautiful stride early on in the game. Two sides in tremendous form. Manchester United have lost only one of their last 11. Liverpool 16 without defeat and have conceded only 2 goals in their last 15 games. Kennedy's touch to Dalglish, back to Kenny Dalglish again for Liverpool, and Koppel in to give Gary Bailey a first touch of the ball for Manchester United. McElroy, Thomas, Hansen, Buchan off balance, McDermott and Johnson. And a strong challenge there by McQueen, in fact hitting the ball against the Liverpool man, and McQueen applauding the referee and linesman's decision that gave the throw to Manchester United. Johnson, or rather Jordan, keeping in play for Neil. It's Thompson. And now Case. Flicked in there for Dalglish. Oh, Dalglish! And a goal! Dalglish! You can't give him a moment to think or a yard to work in the penalty area, and that's what United did there. But what skill! Bailey couldn't quite get to it, and just inside that far post. Liverpool a goal up. Kenny Dalglish, 17 minutes. Oh, that's a sign of triumph from the little Scot. What a fantastic season. He's got 51 goals now in just over 100 appearances, striking at almost a goal every 2 games. And at this level, that is absolutely remarkable. And he's done it again today. Bailey went plunging after it, but once Dalglish had got past him, the whole thing was academic. Now a task for Manchester United against a Liverpool side that's not conceded a goal in the Cup so far this season, and only 2 in the last 15 games. Greenoff, Jordan's right in there, and Jordan! Well, their reply was quick, and it was effective. That's when it all began, as Greenoff heaved it into the middle. Joe Jordan was there, just inside the post. Clements was beaten, and United are back. Two goals in 2 minutes, and a cup tie of epic proportions is now 19 minutes old. And that telling left foot of his, no, not this time. I wouldn't think Ray Kennedy would have been very pleased with that one. Hansen's header, and won by Hughes. Nicol. Play on, said the referee, and an offside against Jimmy Greenoff. Well, a sporting gesture by Jimmy Greenoff. Certainly he made, if that's the word, that Manchester United equaliser by humping that high ball into the box. Phil Thompson now with the kick for Liverpool. Dalglish shoved in the back, good refereeing decision that, and he was at the perfect angle to see it. Jimmy Nicol shaking his head, but there's no question in my mind that he just nudged the Liverpool number 7 Kenny Dalglish in the back. So Gary Bailey wondering what's going to come his way again from Souness, or maybe from Case, who's behind them. Hansen up here, but it might be a blaster from Jimmy Case. Over it goes. Kennedy's little chip with the left foot. Albiston just getting ahead to it. Here's Phil Neal, though, for Liverpool. Cross deep towards the far post. Dalglish is in there. And it was more of a smother save than anything else by Gary Bailey, because although he lacks a few inches, as you'll see here, Dalglish in fact gets his head to this one. And it's Gary Bailey smothering it away. So a corner, which Dalglish will take. Swung in there cruelly, and it's Jordan's header and Buchan's kick. Thompson, and an offside. Given incidentally by the referee and not by the linesman. The linesman kept his flag down. Kenny Dalglish, I would say, was within a yard or so of the linesman, and they do say that sometimes the linesmen are a little too close to the situation to judge it accurately. That may have been one of those occasions. Brian Greenoff playing it back to Martin Buchan. Now Mickey Thomas. Here's Arthur Albiston. One for McElroy to chase. They're releasing McElroy a lot to go forward into attacking positions at Manchester United. Their longest serving player. Liverpool starting the game clear favourites according to the bookmakers, but at the moment United not looking the underdogs, and a yellow card for Phil Thompson for that challenge on Joe Jordan. No doubt at all in the mind of the referee there that yellow card was out so quickly, and there's the challenge that brought it. Caught him more with the thigh, it seems, than anything, but McQueen with the free kick. United are winning 1 or 2 balls in and around that Liverpool penalty area, which must be a source of some concern to Liverpool. Now can Koppel get it over? He can. Oh, what a good bit of play. Jimmy Greenoff, really what should have been an impossible angle, but he almost made something of it. turning superbly, hitting it all in one go, but behind. Ray Kennedy, touched on by McDermott, and Johnson hoping to get in there, Case also hoping to get in there, and Albiston, that ball just wouldn't come down quickly enough for him to get it away. Neil now, McDermott, and now Albiston can nick it away here for Jimmy Greenoff. Wasn't a good ball played there by Greenoff. That's a nice one though for Case, and a good one coming in towards penalty. Well, that is a controversial penalty. The shove in the back on Kenny Dalglish. Case playing it in there. Well, that seems a very, very, very harsh penalty indeed. McQueen has got a yellow card, but that seemed to me a guy with his hands at his side, making contact with the ball with his head, but the referee saw it another way. That seemed a desperately harsh penalty, but it gives Liverpool a chance, and it's Terry McDermott who's taking the penalty, and not Phil Neal. McDermott with the penalty. Oh, he's missed it! Now, could Manchester United reform in time? Souness. Oh, and a save! What drama! Great piece of play by Bailey, and Liverpool have lost 2 chances of going back into the lead. That's the penalty miss. Bailey going the wrong way. Here's the corner coming in, and it was McQueen who got the header. But I must say, my feeling is that justice was done. What an amazing series of incidents in that Manchester United penalty area. So poor old Terry McDermott, having missed the penalty, and now a free kick for Manchester United. And Souness with that shot of his, brilliantly saved by Gary Bailey. So a free kick now for Manchester United. McElroy. McQueen right in there, so too was Jordan, neither got the touch. Massive throw. McDermott with the backward header. Thomas. And the referee wants a word with the Liverpool number 2. And Albiston gets the free kick. Albiston again. Brian Greenoff. And Thomas there. Now can he turn it back? He can brilliantly. Hanson's header. Jimmy Greenoff. And Jordan straight in the arms of Clements. And still United are carrying this great battle to Liverpool. Thomas turning it back well. Hanson's header. Jimmy Greenoff's shot, and a lovely shot on the turn there by Jordan straight at Clements. McQueen winning that again well. Oh! And it is. He turns around to find that the referee wants a word. Willfully grabbing at McQueen as McQueen is shaking his head. McQueen really was intent on going all his own way there, and Hansen suddenly realised it. And McQueen is up again, waiting for Buchan to take this free kick. It's Jordan's header and Thompson's clearance. Dalglish. And away go Liverpool now. Case. And Buchan's turn, no. Foul that time by Alveston, and a free kick for Liverpool. Well, the referee's made a few decisions that the crowd don't like, but he can only give it as he sees it. And there goes the half-time whistle. Of course, the most controversial decision he gave was the penalty to Liverpool, which Terry McDermott missed, which gave Liverpool the chance of going into half-time with a 2-1 lead. As it is, it's 1-1, a really brilliant goal. Well, a good-headed goal by Joe Jordan, but so quickly followed that truly brilliant goal by Kenny Dalglish for Liverpool. Boos all around as the players go off, directed, I would think, in the main at the referee. The crowd haven't liked some of his decisions, but he can only give what he sees. And a half-time here in this FA Cup semi-final then stands at Manchester United 1, Liverpool 1, and we'll be back with the second half. Welcome back to Maine Road then for the start of the second half of this FA Cup semi-final. Liverpool in the all-yellow strip, attacking the goal to our left. Manchester United in the black shorts. Buchan playing it back to Bailey. 1-1 it stands. Buchan cut out by Neil. Souness quickly switching it to McDermott. Case is outside him here. But here's Jimmy Greenoff. Nicol. That's a lovely ball for Jordan. The shot by Mickey Thomas off the mark. Jordan was flawed there. I think he made rather a meal of it. Unfortunately for United, the ball went on to Thomas. Phil Thompson. Dalglish letting it run. Nicol tidying up. Thomas with the throw for United. No, he's going to leave it for Alveston. Jimmy Greenoff. Alveston chipping it in there. Brian Greenoff was right in there, playing much more forward in the second half. Topple's in there, and Brian Greenoff's in there, and Brian Greenoff has done it. This is the moment. Popple right in there. Greenoff, who played so far forward, under the Liverpool crossbar, and Manchester United are in the lead. Clements beaten for the second time, and Brian Greenoff, with only 2 goals to his credit this season, and this the first in the FA Cup, has put Manchester United into the lead. Dalglish. Now Liverpool really have something on their plates. Brian Greenoff, who played much more forward in the second half, and it really has paid off for Manchester United. They're offside this time, McElroy. Just look at the joy amongst those Man United fans But can they hold this lead against the relentless Liverpool machine? That penalty miss could really become costly. Souness. Thomas getting it away, but not very far. Kennedy getting past one challenge after another. Souness. Hughes. Presented with a second chance. And Ray Kennedy in there now. No penalty this time. Goal kick instead. Hughes whacking it in. It looked for a moment as though Kennedy might be in there. So Case coming off, and Highway will go on. Ray Kennedy, and a free kick for Liverpool. Souness playing it short here for Phil Thompson. Chip in towards Ray Kennedy, and they tried to get the 1-2 going there, because as soon as Dalglish saw that it was landing towards Kennedy, he was darting in there in front of the keeper. You watch that. See Dalglish go, but it fell for Bailey. Out of play, United's throw. And Liverpool just cannot get the grip they want on this game at the moment, and they have now about 16 minutes to do it.
Come on, Everton,
Jimmy
Liverpool!
Greenough. And a free kick given to Manchester United. For a foul on Jimmy Greenoff right on the edge of the box, which perplexed Liverpool and delights Manchester United, particularly if they can make it pay. Now Jimmy Greenoff's there. Mickey Thomas is around the place. Sammy McIlroy might well be having a dip here. It's McIlroy running over it, and Mickey Thomas. Oh, a marvellous save! Great goalkeeping, because the deflection was a wicked one there, off the wall. But Clements soaring beautifully to push it away. So 2-1 it remains, a quarter of an hour to go, and a quarter of an hour for Liverpool now to keep their dreams of a league and cup double alive. A quarter of an hour for Manchester United to hold on and take themselves back to Wembley again. McQueen is there, completely unmarked. Well, that's not only uncharacteristic of Liverpool, it's absolutely remarkable. Just look at the space in the 6-yard area too for Gordon McQueen. No wonder Phil Thompson was furious with his defenders around him. Now McDermott. Dalglish is in there. And when he's around, all things are possible. Bailey had it and lost it, and will regret it if he's punished for this now, as McDermott turns it in. McQueen getting it away, only as far as Hughes. And Dalglish is in there! Just over. And it would have counted, there's no flag up. Getting in there, flicking it over Bailey, but also over the crossbar. Well, Dalglish very nearly brought Liverpool right back into it there, having scored that brilliant opening goal of the afternoon. Well, it's a warning for Manchester United if any of their fans are starting to count chickens, and here's Koppel! No! What a brilliant semi-final. One moment Liverpool were right back in it, you seem to think at any rate, and at the moment there, Koppel could have made it safe for United. Thompson. When the Reds go marching in, the United fans are already beginning to celebrate, and that might just be a little too early. Although here's Jordan, and here's Jimmy Greenoff, and Clements coming way out of his goal, and then Hughes backing him up. Good decision by linesman and referee. Greenoff was maybe a foot inside his own half when that ball was played. Highway getting in behind. Touch back there for Kennedy. Bailey down superbly. When will the excitement end? That was a great contribution from Highway. So neat there. Nicol caught a little bit unaware, in fact. Round he goes. And a good diving save by Bailey. And while you were on the slow motion there, a free kick given to Manchester United. What a fine piece of goalkeeping by this young man. Now it's with Brian Greenough. Phil Neal ducking in there. Souness getting it away. And a lot of space for McDermott to motor down that right. Here's Highway trying his luck on the right-hand side now. Beckham following him faithfully. And a throw for Liverpool. 8 minutes to go. It'll find Dalglish. They dare not let him turn. Overhead there towards Johnson. Oh! Kicked off the line by Martin Beckham. From Graham Souness. And another corner. Dalglish up to his devilment again. There's Souness' shot, and Buchan on the line, getting it away with effort. And Liverpool's fans rousing them to make a really big effort in the 7 minutes that now remain. Neal finding McDermott. Highway outside him. Thompson up ahead of him. Bailey is down, and that's the goal! Hanson! So near for United. And so far now, Thompson surging into the attack. Bailey could only touch it to Hanson. Thank you very much, the equaliser. 2-2. What an amazing cup time. And what a brilliant one. Liverpool up. And then Manchester United level, and then up themselves. And now Liverpool are level. 7 minutes to go. And the noise is absolutely fantastic. Free kick. The first time, really, that Phil Thompson had ever gone up into an attacking position. And the smiles are back on Liverpool's face. First time that Thompson had gone forward, and it was his vital touch that opened up the way. And Hanson's first goal of the season. Maybe it yet could be United's turn. And look at the space out here now for Jimmy Greenough. The cross coming in, Jordan coming to meet it. Brian Greenough. Looks as though he's hardly got any strength left. Thomas putting it in, Hughes with the header away, and now a break for Liverpool as Neal finds McDermott, and Johnson soaring up ahead of him, and Highway swarming down the left. Taking on Nicol, and a good save by Bailey. That would have just crept in. Highway looking in great form, but down goes Bailey, pushing it away. And there's the strain of a manager, Dave Sexton, wondering now whether his side can hang on for these last few seconds. Come on, he says. Come on! Kennedy playing it down the line. There's Highway, the very last seconds of the game. Played there to McDermott, surely not. Knocked away, though, by Buchan once more. We've played nearly 2 minutes of injury time. And here's Dalglish. Over the head. McQueen with a header. What a game he's had. Neal trying to come in. Now Kennedy. And still the final whistle not coming. Hughes right in there. It's incredible, this. And it's a free kick. It's a free kick for Liverpool. What an amazing game. And Souness finding Highway. McQueen again there. That was a poor header by him, though. Popple. And the whistle's gone. And they've got to do it all again. And my word, what a treat that's going to be on Wednesday night. Road, what a tremendous game it was, with Joe Jordan and Brian Greenough scoring the Manchester United goals.
Well, Alan Hansen, you scored the vital equalising goal. What did it feel with so few minutes to go?
Well, I had such a bad game that, you know, when it came over, I thought I was going to miss it, and the goalkeeper got a touch there, and it came up in the air, and I just prodded it in. I scrambled more than anything. But, you know, we were pleased to get a draw out of it. Although I feel we should have won the game, we're quite happy with the draw in the end.
United must have surprised you the way they fought right from the kick-off.
Yeah, well, we went a goal up, and then I made a blunder for the first goal. And they came back into it well. But, you know, I think if Terry had scored with a penalty, they've been struggling to come back again. But we showed a lot of fight near the end, and we've got a replay.
How did you feel at half-time, especially Terry McDermott, having just missed that crucial penalty?
It was amazing, really. All the heads were down in the dressing room, and, you know, we were drawn. It was as though we were getting beaten. But, you know, the boss and the coach said a few words, and the lads picked themselves up, and it was great to come back to get a draw after being 2-1 down.
A final scoreline here at Maine Road that is buzzing and will be buzzing for a long time to come with this most brilliant semi-final. A final score then here that reads Manchester United 2, Liverpool 2.
So they've still got to decide who meets Arsenal in the final, and that'll be decided at Goodison Park on Wednesday. As I said, for excitement, particularly near the end, it was impossible to beat, even if the sharpness of the skills was just a little blunted by that tacky pitch. So Manchester United must have thought they were back at Wembley when they led so close to the end of the game.
Well, obviously we're a bit disappointed because we were in the lead, 2-1, and what was it, 10 minutes to go, was it?
About 8 minutes.
8 minutes to go, so we're a little bit disappointed we couldn't hang on and get through, but you know, it was a great game, and we're still there for the replay.
It was a good cup tie. I wouldn't say there was the football was fluent, because again the drying conditions make it not that it doesn't flow as well, and a little bit of few niggly fouls, which the referee was quite right to stop, but it stops the continuity in the game early on. But it turned out a good cup tie in the end.
Over the years, you've seen a lot of cup ties with Liverpool. Have you ever seen a more exciting one?
Well, I can't remember a more exciting one at the moment, but I'll probably dig one or two up. You know, you go back to 1946 when I added the one in the last minute at Nottingham Forest, but that's before your time.
What about the penalty incident?
Well, I better steer clear of that, I think. You know, it looks rather harsh from where I was, but he's close, you know, the referee's closer, so we accept his decisions.
Well, as I say, he gave it, and I believe for a push in the back, and he'd followed him. He'd given one or two decisions the same as this. So if there happened as free kicks, and then the penalties, if he's going to give them, and this is what the referee did. He didn't, every side, both sides got punished for it, and because it happens in the penalty area, people want to treat it leniently, but there's rules, and if he pushes in the penalty area or he pushes outside, then it's a free kick or a penalty.
Good point by Bob Paisley, and in favour of the referee, at least he was in a good position, a good angle to see what was going on here. But my feeling is if you give a penalty for that, you must give at least 15 in almost every game that's played. But what about the man who then went on to miss it, Terry McDermott?
A bit nerve-wracking, you know, semi-final, but the good thing about it, the goalkeeper went the wrong way, and obviously he hit the post. I was a bit sick about it, but I'm sure the lads pulled me out of it anyway.
Had you decided that you were going to put it that side, or did you only change your mind when you saw him moving?
No, I decided just as I'm about to kick the ball. You know, I didn't pick any particular side I was going to let it in. I just placed it, and unfortunately for me, he did the post. Fortunately for him, he went the wrong way, and it still hit the post. So there was no goal.
Our interviewer there was Gerald Sinstadt. So a breathtaking day in Manchester.